Overall, about 130,000 Ukrainians have come to the UK in the last 5.5 months, and about 90,000 are living in a situation like Natalia and Beth. But when we polled them, around 30% are saying they can't really continue on beyond the 6 months. So that could mean up to 30,000 people with nowhere to live. Ukrainian refugees have access to universal credit, but it's very difficult to find somewhere to rent on that level. And so many of our refugee friends are getting letters from the council saying, look, if we can't find you anywhere, we're going to have to put you in temporary accommodation, into hotels. And really, that's not a great way to rebuild your life and help your family start again. Many of our friends from Afghanistan are still in hotels after a year of being evacuated. So we really need the government to step forward and meet this incredible generosity from the British public with some really practical solutions to this housing crisis.
What would that be?
I think there are 3 different things they could do. So one is we could inspire more people to come forward to host. There are lots of people that want to come here from Ukraine, but there are lots of Ukrainians that can't stay with their hosting situation. The second thing would be to up the universal credit limit so that they can actually rent somewhere. And the third, the most radical, but really possible, is to start building some new modular meanwhile housing. You can build a beautiful apartment unit in a matter of weeks if there is government will for it.
This is not a long time, is it? Especially if you come into a country where you don't necessarily speak the language.
That's right. People are going to need longer as a kind of safety net. And as we say, there's no housing for people to go forward to. I was with a lady this week. She's got 2 weeks left in her hosting situation and nowhere to go. She was in tears. I think we made a promise to the Ukrainian people that we'll stand with them. And if you imagine you're on the front line trying to fight Putin and you're worried about whether your family in England are going to be made homeless, that's just not right. We need to find a way to give people security.
Well, and for people who've been through that trauma of having to leave their home and then worrying about what comes next.
We have got a statement from the government on this. They say the majority of sponsors want to continue hosting for longer than 6 months. That's what the government is saying. Where guests do move on, they have a number of options, including renting or finding a new sponsor. And the councils have a duty to ensure families are not left without a roof over their heads and receive 10,000